Want your home to work for every use and every schedule? Home expert Vicky Sanderson joins us now with some finishes and some ways to kind of connect those spaces, because so many people working from home, either full-time or maybe part-time. We've got students there, maybe we've got parents living with us. Everybody's got a different use for a space, but there's only so much space.
Yeah. And I think what we're seeing right now is a rise on the part of brands and retailers to give consumers more sort of limited options in terms of style, but at the same time we're seeing, really big advances in tech. So you may have fewer options in terms of style, but you have a real ability to make places multifunctional and to have those styles sort of run through the home.
Right, and part of that is black fixtures. So we're seeing a lot more black fixtures in like sinks and bathrooms and fixtures like that, but also in door hardware.
Yeah, and you picked a good one to start with. Schlag has recently introduced a smart Wi-Fi front door kit, and of course that's where that's where we're going. It's so great to be able to control your door without fussing with keys or with the wand of a watch. But what they've come out with now are indoor levers, indoor smart Wi-Fi levers that you can use within the home.
Okay, so maybe it's for your home office. If you're working from home and you've got valuable documents in there or important documents you don't want anybody getting into, you don't want the kids getting in there.
That's right. Or say you've got a home-based business like a sewing business, or you're like me and you've got a couple $1,000s worth of products that you're testing in there. So while I think initially these interior Encode Plus, Encode levers that are coming into the market are being seen as a way to, there may be for interior garage doors or guest suites, but I'm saying the way we live now, there's a lot of reasons to have a room that you can lock in the house.
Maybe the wine cellar.
Yeah, and they've got two styles, contemporary and traditional, and few different finishes, 3 different finishes, so that you have a limited choice, and everything works with everything. You pick one and you run it through the house, and it's like a design thread that weaves the house together.
Okay, let's talk about counter finishes.
Yeah, okay, so these are, this is an engineered stone product from Laminam, and that is an Italian company, been here for a few years, but they're known for making very large format slabs of this engineered stone in very thin widths. So that means you can use it on anything from a shower stall to a countertop to the surround for the base of a staircase, and so I like what the company is doing, so I asked them to send me some samples, and it just so happens that they sent me ones that were perfect for this segment, which are a really tight palette of neutrals that go with anything. I mean, you can put any of them with the black finishes on the hardware. You can use them with different kinds of metals, and again, run those in a couple places throughout your home, and you've got that thread of continuity.
Okay, and then we've got paints, and there's a new line here that's a paint and a primer, and it gives you a limited palette. But again, limited palette means that you don't have to make all those tough design choices because everything goes together.
Exactly, and when I first started looking at the Encode Plus and the Encode lever, I was looking for colors that went specifically with the black matte, and you know what? Everything goes with this. This is a new line from Rust-Oleum. It's their first interior line, and I think the number is I think it's 15 colors, but if not, it's very close to there. Very tight palette, designed by somebody you probably have had in here, Leanne Allaire-Perot.
We have.
Who is a well-known DIY expert, but she's also a color expert, and she has designed this great palette. And when I first talked to her about it, she said, Vicky, the idea is that you can just grab any 3 colors from this palette.
And they work.
And they work. And you know what? I've been testing it since I spoke to her, and she's right. It's a beautiful palette. All the colors work, and it takes out that fuss.
That guesswork, and especially important if you're in an open space, open concept space.
Exactly, and in an open concept space, I think a lot of people tend to think that they're just going to paint the place white and that's their only option, but these more subtle options, especially when you pair them with interesting door hardware and surfaces, you're really going to get the effect of it enlivens it, but it also makes it calm and soothing, and there's a sense of continuity.
And it makes it look like you've had a designer come in to do this, right? Even
and
if
really,
you haven't.
Leanne and the folks at Schlag have done the work for you.
Okay, that's awesome. We'll get all of your social media connections and all of the listings and stuff and more information up on our website, chch.com/morninglive.